Hello, hello, hello. All right, I think we're going. I'm gonna let the. I'm not gonna do this on Rumble or Kick. I'll just do it on YouTube and Twitch. So we'll have a little stream. It's changed the name in YouTube. CG, another CG. And actually, what I'm gonna do isn't play the game. You'll see what I'm doing once I'm doing it. I'm going to be editing the video that I just shot for doing this community goal. It's the third one this month, which is crazy. This is an insanity. I don't remember if we've ever had 3 in 1 month. I know we've had 2 and we had 1 and we had 0, but I don't remember having 3 in 1 month. So that's something new, I think. If you're watching this in the replay, you can by all means, but I'll have the actual video that I'm editing on this video up and posted and available, which is about the third CG goal. So that would be that one. Okay. Got any viewers yet? Not yet. Not. Let's check Twitch. No. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep editing here until people start showing up. If there's questions, I'll talk about them. But otherwise, I'll just be editing the video. We'll just switch right over to it right here. So this is kind of my standard video editing process. First thing we're going to do is delete the last version of the video. Has to go, but there we go. And this, get rid of that. And then we're going to drag the new one that I just did over here. So get rid of that because we're not doing music. So this is me speaking. So we're going to normalize that audio to about -6. And then this is the sound effects. I'll bump that up just a little bit, but obviously flight and everything else should be quieter than what I'm saying. We'll go over here. This is not the Panther Clipper. It is definitely the community goal. So this is actually July 2025. Community. Let's see if this all fits. No, it's too much. So July 2025, community goal 3. A little too big, so let me shrink it. There we go. See what that looks like. Okay, so I need to drag these all the way up here. Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and wow, this has been a busy month. We're in July, the last bit of July, and we have. All right, so I'm gonna turn myself up just a little bit more. Go like 5.7. Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and wow, this has been a busy month. We're in July, the last bit of July, And we have a third community goal this month. This is very unusual. We've certainly had 2 within 1 month before. Generally, we've had 1 a month, and we've certainly had even months with 0. But this month, we have 3 community goals, which is wild. So, what are you looking at right now? Well, this is the 3rd community goal of July 2025. It is the Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer resupply. Now, I had mentioned in the live stream just yesterday that I was very disappointed to see that the Brewer megaships, or at least the one that I was at, so that was very disappointing. And then, lo and behold, today we have a Brewer Corporation calls. Whoa. Again. That was very disappointing. And then, am I over modulating us, or was this recorded poorly? Lo and behold, today we have a Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer resupply. So now what we've got is a community goal where your objective is to go to stations that are disappointing. And then, lo and behold, today we have a Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer resupply. Okay, so now what we've got is a community goal where your objective is to go to stations. That was very disappointing. And then, lo and behold, today we have a Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer. And then, lo and behold, today we have a Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer resupply. So now what we've got is a community goal where your objective is to go to stations that have titanium, aluminum, CMM, and steel. Okay, that's fine. Hey guys, those that are watching, yes, you are seeing the right thing. I'm not playing the game right now. I'm editing the video that I just recorded in the game.
Hi, how's it going? Got
So I
home
figured
from
I'd
work
actually
early,
do
half
a
day said.
hey
Technofreak.
So I figured I would just do a video while I'm editing. Or rather, I would start streaming while I'm editing. And then I can chat with you guys while I'm editing this thing, rather than waiting for another 2 hours before this is done editing and rendering. That are similar to what comes with, or at least is available for, the Panther Clipper, which is cargo racks that have 50% higher to what comes with, or at least is available for, the Panther Clipper, which is cargo racks that have 50%
Lol sounds like
capacity.
you was
So
bored while editing and wanted someone to chat with. Lol said. Technofreak. Yeah, that's not far from reality, man. Goal are size class 5 and okay, that is fine. I mean, there's not a whole lot of editing to these things. They're pretty straightforward because I try to do everything in one take. And I don't try and squeeze everything into 8 minutes. To do, said. Technofreak.
Yeah. I mean, it can be exciting and just not really very often. Okay, this is all good. Let me get to about 11 minutes. Eight. Yeah, that's too far. Probably around here. Yeah. 2 jumps. And then I
only in the mess up times where you can't believe you got something cool on bot to edit, said. Technofreak.
Real quick. So I've got a bunch of hard points out. Most people aren't putting them in there. These are all defensive. So I have a ton of missiles because I almost got killed yesterday when I was landing. I had my shields go down to nothing and my hull down to half. I had no weapons to shoot back with, and the only thing that saved me was actually landing, getting into a landing zone. But I'm going to have a little more defense now. So I basically got 8 different missile launchers on there that I can trigger all at once. Going to be a barrage, an insane barrage of missiles, because 4 of these are Pack Hound. 4 of my Pack Hound, 4 are Seeker, which means I don't have to aim at anything. So, yeah, it's a, well, I guess you have to lock on once. Once I'm locked on, I just spam the launching of them. The other alternative you could do is you could do like turrets with probably not lasers because they take up a lot of power, but certainly like multi-cannons you could do. So utility is pretty straightforward. 3 shield boosters and then point defense.
What's on the game table for tonight after the edit said Technofreak?
Just hauling more stuff with the derated, everything else I've got Panther in here. Because it's such good money, man. It's a 1,000% profit right now for this current community goal. And then very basic setup here. It's all. You working tonight, or are you still off? Again, because after being attacked, I'd rather have a little less capacity, still over 1,000 though, but a good shield. Also running with the size 4 Guardian frameshift booster. So here you're giving up 16 cargo space, but you're getting 9.5 light years jump. I think that's a very good trade-off. Jumping for 9.5 light years further out per jump for just 16 cargo. And then the 2 basics here. So very straightforward build. Like I said, I will have the link for it as well in the comments. So let's go ahead and go out there. Oh yes, and I'm sure someone will say, actual video starts at 13 minutes. So there you go. I haven't told you what the start time is for when we leave.
Done for the weekend. Had a half day today, said Technofreak. Nice.
So what are you going to be up to? You going to be streaming later on?
To finish out this week, said Technofreak.
I'm just having a little fun here. Putting that as a marker. So there you go. I haven't told you what the start time is for when we leave. Oh, that's a little too loud. Yeah, 40 light year jumps. A little more than that. It's not bad, right? More importantly, it increases your full jump range. You know, the current is 43. Up a little further out. There we go. So a couple jumps, we'll go to the station, pick the stuff up. Should be just one jump.
I quit streaming as I got moved to day shift. Hard to get used to, it said Technofreak.
So are you still doing 12-hour days or not? Look at where we were. Yep, Ferguson Hub has a whole bunch of this stuff. So we'll go to Ferguson.
Yep, said Technofreak.
And it should be a ways out. Yep, we know that. Get past the sun. And I'm not running with any fuel scoop. And one thing about I can't remember if I asked you already. Did you play X4 or have you played X4 before? Even with a smaller jump range or a bigger jump range like this, it really doesn't need a fuel scoop, I don't think. Obviously, if you go a really long distance, you'll want
just
one,
6 a.m. start, not 6 p.m.
so
start, said
Technofreak. It's very stable. Okay, I'm going to turn it off.
Yes, a bunch seconds. Said Technofreak.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying it, especially with the new beta with the. You saw that only took probably what 5-6 seconds. The diplomacy stuff of flying in turbo boost mode. And now we're just slowing down. And we can slow down a little bit faster than that. Okay, I may have been overly optimistic there. Maybe we. Yeah, I don't think we will. I should have not done that. I've got all right. We'll do so many shame here. No problem. Lupus of shame in this video, like every flight. Okay, now we're finally slowing down. Yeah, should have just left it alone. It'll come in just fine. Fascinating. And honestly, if I can save one jump and then have 5%.
Yeah, I have not looked at X4 in a while. Said Technofree.
Actually have. Yeah, you might want to. But I like the new features it's got. When a ship that is min-max has to make 2 jumps, I'd rather do the 1 jump, and over time that'll actually win. But main thing is I keep repeating in my messages to people, even if I don't play the way you do, if I think my way's better, and I can even explain why my way's better, ultimately it's a game, so play it the way you want to play it. It's not up to anybody other than you how you play a game which you play in order to enjoy it. Now, if you want to listen to advice of other people, whether it's me or somebody else, that's great. I always try to explain the rationale behind my decisions.
Too hot not played any games the last few weeks. Just sit in front of AC or a fan when not working as my work. It is so hot, gets my core temp up. Said Technofree.
Brought me to the decision. Do it a certain way that I am. Yeah, it's up. That's true. Where are you located? I can't remember. Whether you want to copy what I'm doing or not, and it's fine either way. All right, let's see how much is actually available in here.
Where what said Technofree.
Where do you live? What state?
Y said Technofree.
And it's fine either way. Wisconsin. Wow, it's too hot in Wisconsin even. Wow. Okay. I think, well, yeah, I guess when I used to live in Minnesota, I guess there was definitely hot days in the middle of summer. Steel. So that's 75 steel, 12,000. Let's see, what is it here? I'm down in Austin, Texas. 100 degrees, so it's a nice cool day right now. We'll go ahead and use steel. So I have 1152. Some people can have. Hey, man. I'm trying to find. I bumped the mic at some point. I'm trying to find where that is so I can cut out the mic bump. I kind of think the sweet spot is 75%. You get all the rewards for the least possible work for those. I think in some cases better than both the Type 9 . Okay. So which side? Okay, it's that side. So let me hit the boost. So this.
Hit 90 deg here yesterday with 100% humidity, and my work hit 138 deg inside at noon. Said Technofree.
138. Jesus, man, that is hot. That is definitely hot. There are stations that may have CMM, but they are very few and far between. Yeah, so far the liquid is going in Nara.
And we only had one big bake line running, so only one big line oven at 1700 dag not too said. Technofreak. They shut one down for how hot it was going to be said.
Damn.
Technofreak.
What I can't remember what the company does. What are you guys in the business of? I gotta stop bumping my mic, man.
Make bolts and parts and we heat treat and zinc coat parts said. Technofreak.
Yeah, I knew it was something hardware-ish, but I couldn't remember what. Chip range 30,000 right. Let's try not have to overfly and circle around this time. Bump it down to 5.
You know rough work that 98% of pull and handle I do it said. Technofreak.
Alright, turn that off. Go right here. Okay, let's buy it. And if they have time. And this had a ton of steel here. Titanium was out. I think a lot of people figured out titanium's worth more than the steel to bring in. More profit. Never exited. Okay, let's plot the course back, which I should have done while we were waiting. Back to Minerva. Got 14 people on YouTube watching me edit this thing. Behind this station, of course it is. Like, look at this. You got planets, you got suns, all this crazy stuff here. And we're once again overheating. Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest thing to just keep in mind, pay attention to this in this ship. And if you don't need the power, you may want to make things so that there's less thermals produced, just so you're not having to be constantly cooling off the ship. Starlight Station. And doing the AMA. AMA, by the AMA, by the way, in case you're wondering and you have AMA, by the way, in case you're wondering and you haven't heard of it, is Ask Me Anything. So just questions on whatever topic. Now, I'm not promising I'm going to answer a question like, what's your social security number? Not going to happen. And also, I'll save you anyone asking for a a video or face reveal or anything like that. That's not going to happen either. I wanted to make sure that I keep this channel very separate from what I do for a living. So there you go, guys. But other than that, feel free to ask anything. All right, so feel free to ask anything. Either I wanted to make sure that I keep this channel very separate from what I do for a living. So there you go, guys. But other than that, feel free to ask anything. Alrighty. Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand.
So how you like the Clipper 2 so far, said Techno.
Oh, I like it. I think it's a very good addition. It is goofy looking. To me, it still looks like a big fat cat. Hence the names of my ships. But you know, I think it flies good for given how big it is. For sure. There's no two ways about that. So it's it is a ship that would have come in very handy right at the very start.
At the same time of colony stuff earlier on.
Yeah, that's literally what I was saying. I think it would have come in very handy at the very beginning of colonization, which I don't at all understand why they didn't do that. Honestly, like, why would you have it be months later? Kind of crazy. All right. This is the third community goal this month. This is nuts. Why? All right. So this is the title. Late July. There you go. Okay.
They were saying August 22nd there was going to be something colonization related to right, said Dara Streaks.
Okay. I think we're good. In August, so a month from now, roughly. Interesting. Yeah, well, this is a very good community goal. It's both the money you can make is awesome. I think somebody could make 5 billion during this week without really working too hard. Because I was getting a profit of about 60 million, anywhere between 45 and 67 million per shipload. So 10 Panthers worth of products to sell. And, whether it's steel or CMM or whatever, the variety of things you can deliver. But 10 deliveries, you're sitting at about 600 million. So 100 deliveries over the course of a week, that's very realistic. That's only about 20 deliveries per day. So 20 deliveries per day for 7 days, even 6 days. Or I guess it'd be 5 days. 20 deliveries. Hello. Easy math. 20 deliveries per day for 5 days, or like 17 deliveries per day for 6 or 7 days. It's totally doable. Because each delivery, I actually timed them. So the metal delivery without a carrier, so this is doing this mission, the CG with no carrier, took 9 minutes, 36 seconds. So which means it's literally and it's round trip. That's from the station out to pick up and then to fly back. So it's a full round trip.
This is
under 10 minutes.
CG, Eric said. Silent Zian.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like it because we've had CGs nonstop here. So it's it is pretty crazy. Oh, it is a 4-week CG. Holy shit. Okay. Guaranteed everybody should have a carrier then. Because if this is a week-long CG, you still have plenty of time to get a carrier. Because at 10 minutes per run, you could do 6 round trips. So 6 shiploads, and 6 shiploads will get you about 350 million. So you can do about 350 million per hour off deliveries right now. Pretty much easy math from that point on. Very, very good moneymaker. And you're right. It does go for 4 weeks, which is crazy. I don't remember last time they did one that long. 2 weeks is certainly common, but 4 weeks? Damn. But it does kind of also mean that, at least for people that want to make money instead of build out their systems, that there won't be much available. There won't be a whole lot of metals available or CMM to actually bring to your station to build it. I feel sorry for anybody that started a new project and has to finish building their first station right now, because you're going to be competing with a whole bunch of people buying the exact same materials that you need, but you're going to be buying them in order to do a CG. But the end result is going to be carriers for everybody, I think. Anyone who doesn't have a carrier yet should have enough money to buy one at the end of the CG.
Unless you're an odd duck like me and have stations full of goods hiding out for building, said Technofreak.
Well, even if you're a odd duck, you could still buy a carrier.
It'll be interesting to see how bad fleet carriers are going to be getting loaded the first 3 weeks. Then carriers unload once galactic markets go up since supplied as away, unless FDAV makes the resources available, typically said Darastreaks.
Yeah.
I just started like 6, but luckily my carrier is full and no time limit, said Thomas.
Yeah, holy cow, yeah. No time limit's good, for sure. But if you're doing your first one in the system, you're kind of screwed right now. Yeah, so basically what they're saying is for the next 4 weeks, everybody will be just cleaning out all available sources of metals everywhere and bringing them back to the bubble. So right now, it is totally like I just did it in this video that we're encoding right now. I just did runs without a carrier, so just purely using the jump range of the Panther, and my average round trip time to deliver steel or titanium or whatever, doesn't matter, was under 10 minutes per run. It was 9 minutes 36 seconds.
I did one run to make sure I hit threshold for participation. Then once I get my clipper, it'll probably go for quite a bit, said Darastreaks.
Yeah. And then, and by the way, guys, we should get in the habit of calling these things Panthers because there already is a clipper. It's called the Imperial Clipper in the game. So I think this is an oversight on their part. They should not have 2 ships that have half a name be the same. So they should have just not called it a Clipper. They should have just called it a Panther. And it is a if you buy it, if you do a search for it on Inara, you don't put in Panther Clipper, you just put in Panther. It doesn't have the word Clipper by it. So I suspect in the game, it probably doesn't either. But yeah, the Clipper definitely makes it a lot easier. And the prize for this thing, which is pre-engineered racks, which is a brand new thing, that's going to be pretty wild as well. Because you're, can I make this bigger?
Greetings, oops. Atlas 07 Kunder, Nuke Interesting, said Mighty Agoo.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I think they're going to beat cargo into the ground until they start teasing the next ship, said Darastreaks.
That could be. Here, while I'm encoding, you guys can watch it while I'm chatting with you. This is the next video that's going to be out. Yeah, and cargo is like, I generally enjoy cargo. I enjoy mining. I've done it in multiple space games. These are all things I've liked doing for 25, 30 years. But I will say that the time crunch and limited availability of things and doing colonization in that first few weeks, that kind of turned me off of hauling by quite a bit. Like, I still did it to finish up some stuff. I had help from a few people as well that dropped off materials at my systems. But after that, I'm like, I need a break from cargo hauling because it got to a point where it was extremely grindy. And I hate when people describe this game as a grind fest because there is a lot to do. It doesn't have to be a grind fest. But when you have to haul like 160,000 tons of cargo to build out multiple large stations in your system, it does kind of start to feel like a grind fest. So in the video, I'm showing how to
With the 5 and 6 engineered, I think I'm going to have to dust off my core mining Python and slap them in, said Darastreaks.
Yeah, you could do that for sure. And in the video here, I actually mentioned that I think some people are going to slap them into the Panther just to, min-max it. I'm not. I'm going to put those in the Type 8 because the Type 8 is a great little hauler with very good capacity, but it's, it's still under 400. So with the pre-engineered cargo, that thing should get an additional, well, basically 10%, over 10%, an additional 15% cargo. So it's going to add 48 cargo to your maximum current cargo setup on the Type 8. And I think that's a much better use of the pre-engineered cargo.
Atlas Rand Gaming, my station sells Clipper Panthers, said Zoltar Orcus.
Nice. Yeah, I think they're actually very widely available. I've checked a number of different stations, and every one of them seems to have it for sale right now. I don't know if it's a temporary thing or if they're just always going to be widely available. I do need to do a little testing on the Panther here for how well the missiles work as a defense. Because they're not meant to actually go out and, sit in a combat zone or anything.
Zoltar Orcus.
They're made to just spam if you start getting attacked by just doing a large dump to overwhelm the bad guys with missiles. So I don't know how many of you guys were watching the stream yesterday, but I started getting attacked when I went to a colonization site to drop off some materials. And by the time I landed, my shield was at 0 and half my hull was gone. So I'm like, okay, I need guns on this thing. Even though it's a courier, even though it's just bringing materials back and forth, it needs guns. Or missiles. But I do want to see if 8 missile racks is enough.
I've been seeing people counter gank with larges having reverb torps, packhounds in the mids, and corrosive small turrets, said Darastreaks.
Corrosive small turrets. Interesting. Torps are so damn slow, dude. Pretty much anybody can run away from a torp. Well, more stuff to test. So this is a good shot.
He was able to kill that Hydra in a Panther Clipper. However, it took so long. I have no idea how he survived, said Zoltar Orcus.
Oh, Meccan? Yeah. So here you were able to, you can't see it anymore, but you were able to see the thing that Top Hat was bitching about, which is that the 2 buttons that are white on the left side of the cockpit are exactly right here. You can see it. They're right in the spot where it tells you the distance to whatever you're targeting. So it's 35.3 light years away, but the 35 is on top of the white bright lights on those buttons. That is bad placement.
But you only notice the packhounds, so gankers thought they would just be able to tank it, said Darastreaks.
Yeah.
Ye said Zoltar Orcus.
Yeah, the packhounds don't do as much damage, but they just look cool. That's the main thing about the packhounds. They fly in a very fun pattern. I used packhounds, one of the videos, which you can't do this anymore, but one of my videos for making merits by killing
once shields
fighters.
Down its critical mass of packhounds, said Darastreaks.
Watching the packhounds kill fighters was really fun because they're just like all over it, and then boom. It took 2 pack hounds, whether you launched them at the same time or one after the other, but within 2 pack hound shots, the fighters would blow up. And that used to get you decent merits, but once they realized that was happening, they totally nerfed the merits. So you can still do it, but the merits you get are tiny compared to what it used to be. You used to get, I think, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like around 46 merits per fighter. And you could kill a fighter about once every 30 seconds. So you could do about 90 merits per minute. And it's all in real time, so you could literally stop anytime. And properly laid out ship could hang out there for about 45 minutes until it ran out of ammo. So that's pretty good. Yeah, 900 merits. What I remember what it was pretty comparable to mining platinum, except it's not mining. You're actually just killing stuff, which is more fun.
Am doing power plates trying out my new Python 2 build set. Dara Streaks.
That's a great ship. I've thoroughly enjoyed that one. Yeah, I gotta seriously think about actually figuring out how to offload the rendering onto a different machine. I've got another computer that can theoretically render this stuff, but I haven't gone through the process of figuring out how to set it up. It's rendering takes not quite as long, but almost as long as actually recording the damn video in the first place. So if I record like an hour-long video, like this one is about an hour. That's a short one. Editing it takes probably about 20 minutes, and then rendering it takes like 45 minutes, or even a little more than 45. So, and if you do something else, like I'm sure I'm slowing it down right now just by streaming. But if you play a video game while rendering, oh my god, rendering will take forever because it's going to do it with less priority. So your game will get priority, but
you get 12 merits
the rendering
every
would take forever.
In combat, plus bonds and enemy power kill bonds. Easy I got 2k merits. Medium I got 5k. Hunting around to try a high now. Always start combat testing low and work up said. Dara Streaks.
12 merits per minute. Yeah, merits were definitely way easier to get back in the day. Well, shit, the first week, I got to level 100 in 4 days. And they they pretty much nerfed every method that I made a video about within 48 hours. It was kind of ridiculous at first. So back, I guess about a year ago, a little over a year ago, or a little bit less than a year ago, when that Power Play 2 came out, and I was making sometimes even like 2 or 3 videos per day, trying to come up with different ways to get merits.
Just and either targeting or
most of them got nerfed.
You get 12 per min. Don't really need to put yourself at too much if you just sit there said. Dara Streaks.
So you're just getting merits for doing nothing, and then if you do something, you get more merits. Yeah. Yeah, I think this account, I think this one's at 100 plus, but so I've got a couple accounts that are over 100, and then I've got a couple that are like in the 30s or 40s level. that still need to get up over 100 for merits.
Yup, aside from weekly tasks, it's the best merit grind I've found, said Doris.
How much are I haven't bothered doing any of the weekly tasks. Like if you do all of them, what's the typical payout for combined payout for doing all of them per week and nothing else?
Varies depending what it gives you. I've seen anywhere from 10, 25k, said Doris Streaks.
And it's 10,000 per level, right? I can't remember anymore. Or 7,000? How many of them per level do you need? How many merits?
You can usually knock them out in 2 to 3 hours, said Doris Streaks.
I did screw up a little bit in this video that I'm rendering where, and this happens almost every time, but
8k per level, said
it's 8k, that's right. But it certainly happened this time where I like forgot that I had an hour up and then thought I was actually showing the main screen. So I parked and sold some materials in the station. I'm talking about it, and then I realized, oh, I've had an hour up the whole time. That's unfortunately too frequent an occurrence.
Had to take off from work early today, unfortunately. Kid got stung by a yellow jacket at daycare and their insurance says any bite or sting is immediate ambulance. So that was lots of fun, said Doris Streaks.
Jesus. Ambulance. So basically, it's $1,000 to get stung by a bee. That's great.
I'm glad I've got a really good family plan. It's only going to be 150 copay for the transport, said Doris Streaks.
Is your kid allergic to them? Most bee stings are just not a big deal. Just take an
No, but
antihistamine.
daycares around here lawsuits scared to a crazy degree, so they cover their butts, said Dara Streaks.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, this sucks. Can't find a single high-power combat zone I can partake in, and the medium I found disappeared. Reloaded the system 10 times now trying to find it, said Dara Streaks.
Looks like it's about half done. And we'll get in the game once it's done. Yeah, I think this was a bit when I was talking and I forgot completely that
I missed the whole Thargoid war and pre-engineered. Is there still a way to harvest the Thargoid part for the pre-engineered? Said Dara Streaks.
There is. You can go to a Thargoid, like a dead Thargoid graveyard, and then look for a Titan drive component. They are pretty darned rare to pop up. I've kind of, the last bunch that I got, found that I was able to see them shortly after some Thargoids showed up in there. And you don't have to fight the Thargoids, but I just didn't see any of them until after there were Thargoids that showed up, and then they were fighting NPCs, and I think they dropped some of these. But it could have been totally random too. I don't know. All I know is it can take you 10 minutes to find one, or it can take you 2 hours to find one.
I want to figure out 3 of them, one for Mandalay, one for Panther, and one on standby for something yet undecided, said Dara Streaks. At Atlas Rand Gaming, I just go to the Sol Titan site, said Zoltar Orcus.
Yep, any of those sites work. Narco, you have any difference in luck getting Titan drives anywhere?
Just suck up the credits and buy one off a fleet carrier at the crazy prices some are listed on, Inara said. Dara Streaks.
You could, but while you're waiting for one of those to pop up, you could just be scooping up meta alloys at the Titan site too. And those are worth quite a bit. Yeah, Narco, we're playing video editor right now.
Ship hunting or ship hunting for parts. And are they hostile? I haven't seen any videos on the Titan sites after the war was over, said Dara Streaks.
I think I've got a video or two of it. Yeah, for sure. I've got at least one. I think I've got more than one. So you're just flying around scanning. Like the parts will just be floating there. You don't have to kill anything to get the parts. But I've just noticed that the parts typically will pop up on my radar after I've seen some Thargoids flying around. I have a
method that was getting me 4 to 6 Titan drives every 2H, said Zoltar Orcus.
Yeah, what were you doing?
About 3 his last time 2 in 15 Miantes, said.
Yep.
Lord Narkauki.
It's kind of random.
Time before that, sorry, said. Kundra Lord Narkauki.
Hey Narco, did you buy Narkauki that account one of these ships yet?
A stellar version, said.
Nice.
Lord Narkauki. Are the parts caustic or can a regular cargo rack hold it? Said Dara Streaks.
I think it's a regular.
Just
or no.
unlocked Palin today about
I can't
to
remember,
engineer
dude. I don't want to
thruster,
lie.
said Kundra Lord Narkauki. At Atlas Rand Gaming you travel to the other materials. They have a tendency to lead you to the Titan drives, said Zoltar Orcus.
Travel to the other. Dude, they're all over the place. Usually as you're flying around, there's like 5 or 6 materials at all time.
Once you reach one material, change target and head to another, until you find a Titan drive, said Zoltar Orcus. Change asterisk, said Zoltar Orcus.
Yep. You can try that. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I've usually just flown around there and then picked up all the meta alloys. And then most times, once I see that there's a Thargoid flying around, usually within about 5 minutes of that is when I've been able to get a Titan component.
It's pretty consistent, said Zoltar Orcus. At Atlas Rand Gaming, oh yeah, I also block all cargo but the Titan drive, so you only see materials, and Titan drives, said Zoltar Orcus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think we're about 2/3 of the way through. Oh yeah, here I'm landing to get CMM. And while CMM was still available within one jump, Inara had it listed as 6,000 in stock. By the time I got there, it was 2,000 in stock, which means I got a full load, but the next person would not have gotten a full load. So I think all the ground CMM sites are going to be pretty much out because CMM is the most profitable thing.
Wiki says it's corrosive. Gotta figure out which ship I've got my 4 Iraq in. I've got enough stuff for 2 or can go buy the commodities once I find the drive components, said Dara Streaks.
It is corrosive? Okay, well, there you go. You know, technically speaking, you can carry corrosive stuff in a regular rack as long as you're not going to fly very far. And as soon as you land on your carrier, you can unload it. You could also just buy a corrosive rack. I mean, they're not that hard to get. Once you unlock them.
At Atlas Rand Gaming, I hope you're not lagging this badly in game, and it's just the OBS type display lagging.
Oh no, yeah, when it's rendering, it only displays like 1 frame per second.
Oh, okay, said Zoltar Orkus. Ooh, corrosive cargo racks are available at static locations now. That's really good. Back before I took my break, you had to get lucky to find them randomly or make them at a tech broker every time. Must have been a change during the Thargoid War, said Darastreaks.
Yep. Now, the one thing they had a community goal for, which I actually missed, which sucks, because I wanted them, was they had a community goal for a size 64 corrosive rack. And that was during the... I think it was before the Thargoids went to Sol, but it was in one of the last couple of Thargoid Titans in that time frame. And I don't know, I was just busy that week or something and totally missed it until I realized that that was the previous week's goal. So those you can't buy, unfortunately. The size 64 only came as part of the CG.
Guess I've got my list of activities to do tonight. Corrosive rack, hunt for a Titan drive, and make a size 5 and 7, said Darastreaks.
Yeah, I think all the other ingredients are pretty easy to get. It's just Titan drives are the hard ones. I should make one of those as well. It gives a nice little bump. Yeah, and actually having a ship with over 1,000 cargo that can jump 45 light years is pretty cool.
I'm going to want the extra jumpy on Mandalay for exploration and the Panther since I don't have a carrier yet. Quicker to get to best sell locations, said Darastreaks.
Yep. Well, and dude, you can guaranteed get a carrier by doing this current community goal. I mean, I did the math earlier. I don't know if you were here when I was going through it, but you can make about 350 million per hour hauling materials for the community goal, which means that, you know, in about a week you should be able to get a carrier, not from the payout from the community goal, but from just the money you're making while you're doing the community goal. About a quarter of the way to go. Hey, what's going on, Serge?
I'm not sure if I want to do a carrier. I'll have busy seasons with work where I won't be able to be on to make sure I do the upkeep costs, much less that I've got kids, so might have to randomly disappear from the game if something comes up there, said
you
Streaks.
You still might as well do it because it's it really isn't that much for upkeep. Like if you have 2 billion in your account, I think Carrier will be good for several years of not playing.
At Atlas Rand Gaming, yay, this CG supposedly give 10x the cost. It's been ages since we had one of these crazy payout, Cargo said.
It is a crazy payout. Orgus. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You can make in fact you can make more than 350 million per hour because you could make about no, it is about 350 million per hour. Yeah, that's about right. Because I in this video that I'm editing right now, it was taking me less than 10 minutes to do a round trip, deliver materials, and not from a carrier, like literally just buying them somewhere else and bringing them back. So I could do 6 of those runs per hour, and each run resulted somewhere between 45 and 67 million in profit. So let's say it's 55 million. Let's average it out. So that's over 300 million per hour.
You can just put a ton of credits into the carrier. It will pay the upkeep automatically, said.
Yep.
Zoltar Orcus.
Yeah, you want to keep money in the carrier and it'll just subtract money from the carrier bank account. So I usually don't have more than $1 billion on me on the character. Everything else is just sitting in the carrier account.
How does colonization credits earning compare to max carrier upkeep? If it balances, that be a nice thing. Especially if you can have all colonization profits go straight to carrier automatically, said Dara Streaks. Said Kunder Vianka. '07 said Sams van Enner.
Getting close, guys. Getting close. Almost done rendering. Now we can get back in the game.
I have 2.3B on the carrier, and over 10B on char, but I took 1Y break from elite, said Zoltar Orcus.
Yeah, I would do it the other way around. There's absolutely no reason for you to have 10 billion on your own character. I would put 10 billion on the carrier so you never have to think about it. And then keep 2 billion on yourself. Well, there's literally nothing to buy. That's that expensive. I'll check. I don't even know how much I got in the carrier right now. I'll check when I get in the game.
Yeah, I know, said Zoltar Orcus.
And you got the guys like Narco here, who's got like 100 billion.
Outfitting new ships, said Sams van Enner. There used to be 6B on the carrier. The years go by fast, said Zoltar Orcus. It is spread across 3 accounts though, said Lord Narkowski.
%10 left. Hey, 5% left. %.
07 Gru said. Tin Man Spartan.
Hey, Tin Man. Isn't watching a render so exciting?
Gonna switch over to my phone for earbuds. Gotta make a run for dinner. We don't feel like cooking with how hot it is here, said Dara Streaks.
Hot weather is barbecue weather. I just had some really good barbecue yesterday. Went to Black's here in Austin. Lunch with a buddy of mine. Very, very tasty. But I tell you what, the prices for barbecue are definitely up. Brisket was $35 a pound. That was about 80 bucks for the two of us. Okay, there we go. Finally done. Yay. All right. Cool. Get the game going. Mm-hmm.
I need everyone to pretend there's no CG for at least 3 days. I'm one bill short of getting my carriers. Oh yeah, everyone just go away, lol said. Tin Man Spartan.
Dude, you don't need a carrier for the CG right now. So in the video that I was just showing, that's going to be posted later today, I go through and I do a full round trip run with a full I think it was 1150 tons. So a full run in the Panther in less than 10 minutes without using a carrier. So that's why I was saying you can actually buy a carrier from this CG. It's so easy to make money. For now. I mean, I think a week from now, most places will be empty. You won't be able to make money anymore. But for now, it's really easy to make money on the CG.
I know, I actually don't have a carrier and that's what I'm saying, said Tin Man Spartan. Is there a new CG?
There is a new CG, yeah. It's crazy, right? Yet another CG. All right, let me post the video real quick here, guys, before we get going.
At Atlas Rand Gaming, Yay Panther Clipper holds so much cargo, you could probably easily even make top 75% without a carrier, said.
Absolutely.
Zoltar Orcus.
Guaranteed.
I started the CG with 3.3 bill and just hit 4 bill, said. Tin Man Spartan.
Mm-hmm.
Have to crawl from under that rock, Smile said. Psalms Van Enner.
Okay, it's going on YouTube, so it should be up in about 10 minutes, I guess. Where are we? Oh yeah, so I just dropped stuff off. So let's get out of here. So gonna look for steel. And it's really any of the metals that work, but steel is available on stations, whereas the CMM's only on the ground. Okay, there we go. Looked it up.
I've only been playing Elite for just over a month. I'm sad I didn't know about this game before. Went straight to exobiology. Currently in Hawkins Gap in my career. Thanks for your videos, said Rusty Shackleford. They have been a big help to a new player, said.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Shackleford.
That's why I make the videos. Help people that are just discovering the game now. Although I get comments from people who have been playing for a long time saying they found something they didn't know in my videos as well. So this guy currently... I guess we can't see it. I was going to show you the jump range. .46 or 43 as is. Let's see. Which dock am I going to? I'm going to... Watson or Narigia. Either one of those. Okay. So we'll do Narigia. And it's just going to be a back and forth between this and the destination. So as you can see, I'm doing this without a carrier. It's actually faster to do it without a carrier, because with a carrier you have a duplication of loading and unloading. Which doing it direct you don't. Ah, god damn it. That was really close. So this is the fastest thing you could do, is just be within your one jump range using whatever hauler you want to use, and then just jump back and forth between your buy and sell.
I think even
location.
Experienced player learn or discover some new things, especially with 2.0 and colonization, said Sams van Enner.
Yeah, I think some people have. Okay, so I'm in the back of this, so let's go around.
So how's the space trucking gone, said
Going good, man. It's going good.
There's a stripper bar.
Got a new CG that's worth a lot of money. Yeah, that's the same system I went to last time. So it's weird. So you got 2 suns, and then this station is between 2 planets. Oh, is there a stripper bar? Really? Might have to go check that out. There's definitely weird gravity there.
Is that red star a red dwarf or brown dwarf? Said driver. Yeah, I'm heading over in my T8. I think the N Cargobrax would fit it better than the Panther, said Kunder Vienka.
So it's smaller than the M-class dwarfs.
I love the vibe of being a solo scientific space pirate out in the black, but it's a shame to miss out on these Cheddar Fest, said Rusty Shackleford.
Yeah, that's the problem, is if when you go far enough away where you're getting first footfalls everywhere and you're getting scans that no one's ever been to, the trade-off is you're not getting all these money-generating events happening where you can haul stuff. And this one's a pure hauling one. There is no kill component. So it's all about the haul.
Brown dwarfs are like gas giants,
Aluminum.
but more turbulent, said driver.
Uranium, titanium. Titanium is a little bit more money, I think, than steel. So we'll start with that. And we'll top it off with a steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And let's plot the path back. So my guess is that stations like this that are 1 jump away, they will probably be emptied out by either late tonight or at some point tomorrow.
Said Kunder Vienka.
There's a power contact at every single station. A couple of ships fighting. But we're all about the hauling here. So slowly, all the closest locations will get emptied out. You're going to have to go further and further and further until you finally get to a point where there's nothing within 1 jump. At which point, doing carrier version of hauling is going to start becoming more lucrative. Right now, actually, doing non-carrier is more lucrative. You're going to make more money.
Are people worried that the whole galaxy went Ibadanov cargo hauler that it will change the trading meta? Said Rusty Shackleford.
Taking heat damage.
And Starlace. Well, I mean, it is true that this ship is about 40% more cargo space. So that will mean things get emptied out faster, for sure. And I don't think everyone bought one. From looking at all the polls people have been running, including me, it looked like about 35% at most of the people bought it. And that's of the people that watch videos, so people that are playing on a regular basis. In the grand scheme of things, there are people that don't routinely log into the game but would still consider themselves to be players of Elite. They may end up buying it, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. But I still think that it's a well-made ship. It's decent value for the money. You get the early version of it, along with the kit and the paint.
I'll have mine late Friday, or Sat said. Kunder Vianka.
There you go. And I've gotten used to it pretty quick already. So, and it is easier to fly than both the Type 9 and the Clipper, or Cutter, sorry. It's bigger, but it's very maneuverable. I did a mining ship on yesterday's stream, but I'm not sure. I haven't actually gone really, truly mining in it. So I'm not sure that I need a ship quite this big for mining. But for hauling, for sure, this is the best. And in my opinion, it's not even about just getting it to the absolute biggest capacity. It's about getting some of those quality of life things back that you had to give up when you were running the Cutter. Like, I still want auto docking. I still want to have a shield. You know, I still want to be able to put in a Guardian frameshift booster in there. These are all things I couldn't do on the Cutter, because if you did, your Cutter was going to end up being pretty damn... Well, it would still be more space than other ships except Type 9, but it wouldn't really be a standout ship. This thing, I'm at 1145 for capacity, and I've got all the things I mentioned.
Wonder how it would handle bulk people transfers, said Kunder Vianka.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fine. The only thing is, keep in mind that the biggest capacity
auto docking is not
people
good,
transport is a size 6. So, size 6, you're going to fit basically all the 8s, all the 7 cargo racks with size 6 people transports. So you're not going to use up all the available space by doing that.
I'm trying to save enough for a carrier so I can take a small exploration ship, and a big mining ship so I can park the carrier in the core and explore and mine. I have 3 bill now, another 4 to go, said Rusty Shackleford. Stuff like auto docking dumbs players down, said Driver.
Okay. Get out of here. So this sort of round trip run when I measured it when I was recording the video, only takes 9.5 minutes. So you could do 6 of them per hour. Full round trips.
As a new player, I learned how to dock and land first, but I love the auto dock now. Hit the button and have a drink, said Rusty Shackleford.
There you go. So my top speed on here is 384. 384, and I have not put in a experimental effect on the thrusters. Alright, so turn off settlements. So we have Noriega. We also have Watson. Let's go to Watson this time. Last time we went to Noriega. See what Watson looks like.
After the engineered courier, every other ship feels like a cruise liner, said Rusty Shackleford.
Yeah, I kind of actually preferred the Cobra Mark V.
Speed and mobility, said Rusty Shackleford.
Well, that's true. You just can't carry anything. You can't actually carry anything in a courier. And I need some music here because otherwise I'm going to fall asleep. Because that's one thing about doing these types of cargo runs is their repetitive nature tends to make me fall asleep. Alright, we got a choice here, guys. I can set the new video that I just finished editing as a premiere and start that going, and I can jump on there.
While out in the black, said Rusty Shackleford. Why is the habitable zone in this star system so close to its star? Said.
Yeah, some of them are like that. Some of them are really close. So I can either set the new video as a premiere and jump over there and we can all watch it together, or I can set it as just public and it'll pop up as a new video, but it's not going to be a premiere, and I'll just stand here. See what we got here. Yeah, 4 million
characters
power.
in this game use toilets. Said. Driver.
No, you're thinking of Star Citizen. Although technically they don't use them, they have toilets. So tons of steel here, a little bit. Yeah, everyone's been taking titanium first. Let's try aluminum. I think the payout's going to be the same as steel on it. We can test it out. And we can check where we currently are. Or it may not have updated actually, come to think of it.
Aluminum toilets, Rock said. Driver. Never tried a CG. How does it work? Said. Tony Quarters. What's paying the most? Said.
CMM pays the most, but only kinda. So it pays the most per unit, but you have to get it on the ground, so it takes you longer to get it. So I think steel might actually pay more per hour. But per unit, for sure, the CMM pays the most. By about 16, 17 million.
A toilet made out of aluminum costs 50,000 space bucks. Said. Driver.
So I timed a run to get CMM and a run to get aluminum. Round trip times these are. So not aluminum, to get steel. The steel was 9 minutes. Steel was 9 minutes 36 seconds, and the CMM was 13 minutes 7 seconds because you have to land on a planet.
Said. Vagabond Courier.
After CMM, titanium, and after titanium, steel. So I'm just doing steel. Well, I'm actually testing aluminum right now to see if that pays out about the same amount. But you could do titanium, aluminum, steel, or CMM.
A moment of silence for Vagabond, please. Said. Driver. Starlay Station. Sounds like the type of place Jabba the Hutt would run. Said. Rusty Shackleford.
So we've got a Trailblazer Echo here. We've got Abasheli Terminal, Tewarniki, and Starlace.
Little over $1 million to ship over my T9. It'll easy make that back in my TA in the next 25 minutes, said. Under Vienta.
Yeah, you're gonna make $1 million in 1 minute. This is a little squirrely. All right, so let's see what the 26 million. Yeah, aluminum is the worst for sure. Get a lot more on steel and even a little bit more on titanium.
That
So,
gallium from
do
CG
aluminum
from
last.
last week was 52 mil per flight in the Panther, said. Sams van Enner.
Yeah, if you do CMM, it's about 67 million per flight. But you have to land on the planet to get CMM. So I'm just doing stuff you don't have to land on the planet for. It's 43 million for steel. Come on, dude, go.
So we'll try to get Trick or Steel, said. Vagabond Courier.
Yep. Shredder steel is the easiest, I think. Alright, I've set the video to premiere, guys, so I'm going to have you get some homework done.
Driver.
This is sex music? Jesus. That's Jackrabbit. That's very fast music for
flights
sex.
were also to land base stations. Rest was
Wow.
already or 5 jumps away, said.
Yeah, this is all I'm doing. All of this one jump out.
How you enjoying X4, said.
I
Tony
really like
Borders.
X4, man. I've been enjoying that game a lot. It's sometimes it's hard coming back to Elite because certain things are very similar in X4 but better. And so you come to Elite and it's like, oh shoot, that's right, that's in the other game. I can't do that here. Alright, I'm going to have homework for everybody who's not on the phone. If you're watching on the phone, don't worry about it because you probably can't do it. But for anybody who's not on the phone, I'm going to post a link to my premiere of the video I was editing earlier. And I would like you to open that window from the link and leave it open in the background. You can mute the sound.
Is
But,
it a mix from Elite and Master of Orion? Said.
I don't want to have I don't want to have that video get no views just because I'm streaming at the same time. So let's see, where am I going? Noriega or yeah, we'll go to Noriega this time. Fine. We can alternate back and forth. Yo Noriega this time around. So yeah, so do me a favor, and once I post that link, just hop on, open that window, leave it running in the background with the mute on. Otherwise, I'm going to end up getting a lot fewer views on that because all you all would normally be watching it, but instead I'm doing a stream. And I'm doing this rather than ending the stream to force all y'all to not watch the stream and watch the video instead. Okay, here it goes. There's the link. If you're on the phone, you can only watch one thing at a time, so I'm not, I know you guys can't do that, but do check it out at a later point. Again, if you do go there, also please hit the like button on it, because the way YouTube just changed their algorithm recently, it's actually much better now. I like what they've done. They give a lot more what do you call it, a lot more impact to actual interaction. So it used to be you'd see guys that are obviously bigger than me that would have, you know, like 50,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, whatever, but then they have like 7 messages about the video in the comments, and that's it. Well, now I may have only like 4,000 subscribers, but if I have 7 messages in my comments, my video is going to rate a lot better against somebody with more subs if I have more interaction going on. They've always taken some interaction into account, but they've announced that they're doing it a lot more now. So it's beneficial to the smaller guys like me who have people that actually watch videos and not just somebody that buys views, which unfortunately is still a thing. A lot of people just buy views, which makes no sense to me, but whatever. Okay, I see a comment from Narco and Samban Aaron. Thank you guys. You're doing exactly what I appreciate you doing. And if you just keep that window running in the background, that'd be great. So get more watch time on it as well. And then looking for the rest of y'all that are watching this video. Now, if you are on the phone and you obviously can't go there for whatever reason, do check it out, because I go through all the numbers in that video.
Cargo rocks behind the CG. Lock decals or paint jobs, but not modules. Said.
They've been doing module locks forever, like for many years. So this is not at all uncommon. This is very typical. In fact, one of the things they did was they took some of the modules that used to be locked behind only CGs, and then put them into dealers or brokers. So you could go to a human broker or a Guardian broker and still buy some of those things. Hey, Nemesis. Alright, let's grab our stuff. So we're not going to do aluminum because it sucks. So titanium, we'll get all the titanium that's available. And then we'll get whatever steel for the rest of it. And there's a lot of steel here. As you can see, there's 673,000 steel available. So we keep going back to this site and getting more and more steel. The titanium, though, is going to be, I think everybody's figured out that's the one to really do.
Yeah, like the double engineered SCOFSD said. Nails.
Yeah, exactly. Like that one originally was from a CG, but you can also make it using engineering materials. And I like that. I don't want them to have stuff that, like, if you miss the CG, too bad, you can't ever get it. I would rather that every CG they have had the option of later going in and just using materials from engineering mats or whatever to get. Oh, where are we going? So we picked up the stuff, back to the Minerva. And as I said, this is, you could do this 10 runs per hour. I think those ships were here last time I was here. You could do this run 10 times per hour. Or, no, once every 10 minutes. So you could do it 6 times per hour.
I hope they do rewards in like a 2-year cycle where they will re-release eventually, said Dara Street.
Come on. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think they've ever done that. I don't think I remember or I guess there was one. The only one that I remember repeating. Hang on one sec. Yeah, the only one I remember repeating was the corrosive container CG.
You're just still sore about the Class 6 cargo rack, said Kundra Lord Narkalki.
Okay. Have to go check on my pet. Yeah, so I am still sorry about the size 6 cargo racks. I was so pissed because I did the CG before that and the CG after that, and I just happened to miss that one. Total bullshit. I missed it twice, in fact. I missed it the first time they had that for cargo racks, and I missed it the second time when they did the larger ones as well. So that's the one I've always had bad luck with. Did you get them all? Because I know frickin' Ricardo was giving me shit about that. He's got his size 6, size 5, size 4.
Internal that can't hold cargo but does protect everything in the ship as a deep resource farming thing like the existing tech broker stuff is said. Dara Streaks. Well, I'm gonna empty my fleet carrier in my colonization system, and then run enough to get in the top 75%, said Nails. There are a couple I missed that I didn't find out about a while, said Under Lord Narkalki.
Yep. I'm gonna paste the link again for anyone that hasn't done it yet. Please pop that window open. In the background, it's my new video that I was working on earlier today. And rather than shutting the stream down and just having that available, I'm keeping the stream going. But I would appreciate you jumping on there, doing a thumbs up, and then frankly leaving the window open for a while. Get some minutes on there. Is the music too loud? Because it may be a little too loud looking at the view meter.
Drop music by maybe 10%, said.
Okay, I can do that.
A bit distracting, said.
There you go.
Lord Narkalki.
I mostly put it on, and I mostly put on this music in particular because I was starting to nod off and fall asleep. So I need something with a little beat to it to keep me going, keep me awake.
For this kind of mission, Super Cruise assist and docking computer is good, said.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's kind of what I said in that video too, is like, I would rather have the docking computer in the Super Cruise over additional cargo space. I want that quality of life stuff. And this is why this ship is so good. So the other cool thing about this CG, well, it may or may not be cool. It all depends.
Can you go 30-year back with the music, Smile said.
30-year back with the music? What does that even mean? Yeah, everything is an unfair advantage if you have something that newer players don't have. So it's a non-argument. There's our steel. And there's our titanium. So I think we got about 50 mil on that combined. So definitely aluminum is the worst.
There is no advantage. Just some can hull more said. Vagabond Courier.
Carrier is only an advantage here once all the close stations sell out of everything. Because right now, I'm making more money and doing more progress without using a carrier than if I was using a carrier. Anytime you use a carrier, it means you're loading twice and you're unloading twice. That's extra time that slows you down. So a carrier is not a benefit at all unless you're multiple jumps away.
Without needing to worry about scooping or a scoop set. Dara Streaks.
You don't need a scoop in the Panther at all. It's got a really big fuel tank. I really don't think you're going to need a fuel scoop in a Panther, dude. If you got some other ship, yeah. In a Type 9, probably. But in the Panther, you don't need a scoop.
I'm stuck with Type 9 for now, unfortunately said.
Yeah. Yeah, scoop takes... Well, yeah, you got to figure out how long the run takes exactly.
From new players, and it also happens to be ones that complain about everything anyway, Lol said.
Yes.
CMD our nemesis.
Well, there should be zero complaints from new players, frankly, because new players can buy the Panther for cash and have a very nice hauling platform, having not done anything at all in the game. You know, I think the only one that I remember that was kind of unfair was the one that we had for caustic sinks, because players that had never really been in the game or had only maybe played for a few months, God, I'm coming in way too fast, maybe only played for a few months, they'd never gone in to get any of those Thargoid cloud segment stuff. So you were basically gonna have to go in there.
On the new pre-engineered point defense turret makes it so I can get away with only one on my Type 10 aft sessions, but without increased ammo. It can't last as long as 2 Eregnals for time aft said. Dara Streaks. I do see that the CG has 4 weeks to run, but will be finished in 1.
Dude, the point defenses never run out of ammo. You have 10,000 rounds. What are you talking about? Yeah, so I'm glad Nails mentioned it here because I kept forgetting to mention it. This CG, unlike most CGs, actually runs 4 weeks. So the good news is everyone will be able to get a carrier out of this.
In a low resource zone for over 16 hours, lol said. Dara Streaks.
Yeah, I don't. You've run out of ammo in 16 hours? I've never run out of ammo, and I've left mine for 10 hours. That is nuts. And how would having 2 of them... I mean, they're both going to shoot at the same time. You'd still run out of ammo at exactly the same time if you got 2 of them. You'd have to have one with the ammo engineered.
Ooh yeah, woke up late for work after leaving it to overnight, and when I got back from work it was an empty cargo hold said. Dara Streaks. Yup,
that's crazy.
Engineered said. Dara Streaks.
Yeah, I've never had that happen. But I've always checked on it every day.
After that I set up remote access so I could check in from my laptop during my work lunch break said. Dara Streaks.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
Grab whatever titanium's here. And steel. Oh, this one's going to be out of steel sooner than the other one.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. You appear to leave.
All right. Let's see. Did I not pick return flight? Yep.
How bad is the night vision window glow on the Clipper? I've noticed it's stronger on everything newer said. Dara Streaks.
I don't think it's bad. Well, it's visible a little bit up front on the nose, but that's about it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not any more noticeable than normal.
Really low impact. On the Cobra 5 it's really distracting since you sit right on the window set.
You know, it's funny because you mentioned distraction from that, but a lot of people put Christmas lights on their ships. I never do that because I don't want the extra lights inside. But I gotta think that would be way more distracting than anything on the outside of your ship is the Christmas lights.
I can't stand the string lights. Got one set long ago, Becuades. I thought it might be nice and said never again said. Dara Streets.
Yeah, I've seen other people have them on streams and I never bought any for any of my ships. Alright, I'm gonna check how much I've delivered so far when I get in there. I kinda lost track.
I can't even stand the letters. Maybe the extreme left and right only, but nothing centered set. Dara Streets.
Yeah, you kinda get used to them. You don't notice them after a while, but yeah, I know what you mean. This ship has, I think, some of the worst lettering because they're up higher. Some of the other ships, they're a little lower. This one, they're right smack in the middle of the ship. Actually, is a good reminder. I meant to take them out of here for that reason. You could actually have the side lettering on this one because that's way off to the side. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do when I dock.
My pretty Christmas lights said. Lord Narcotic.
Really? Oh man. Okay, there's not been nearly enough people doing a thumbs up on the premiere video. Anyone who hasn't done it yet, please click on that link, pop it open, leave the window open, and give me a thumbs up on there. Or just watch it later on tonight. I mean, if you don't do it right now, that's fine. Alright, let's dock, baby. Alright, if this music is annoying enough, I can change the music type. Let's see. How about this? A little more mellow.
Lighting gear deployed.
Yeah, let's drop it off.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Report to station services for more information, Commander.
Yeah, so about 43 million per ship right now, doing combination of steel and titanium. And then I wanted to check where I'm at with the mission, or with the goal. GG. So I've done 8,000 so far, 8,000 tons without using a carrier. So, which right now is top 25%, but I think this will be the top 75% if I just stopped here. 4,000 people so far are doing it, which is tiny because there's about 12,000 people that normally do these. So a lot of people still haven't done this yet. And then I was going to change the ship.
Just got interdicted right before I was able to drop.
Really?
Stupid pirates, said.
I got interdicted by
John Lennox.
by policemen earlier today. In fact, I think in the video I get it in the one that's playing right now on the other channel. I got interdicted, pulled out, and luckily I held my guns, didn't shoot, because it was the local cops. All right, what am I doing here?
This is crazy. So good to see this interaction, said Vagabond Courier.
Alright, so let's get rid of that.
Heatsinks go first for me. Keep temp low so can't target, said Dara Streaks.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on their level whether or not they can target you. Dropping heat sinks does not automatically mean
Just a
they
tip,
drop
if
you.
you use a FC and lower you selling price on the FC, you will get around 51 milloload, said John Lennox.
Yeah, John, that doesn't actually increase your profit. It just means you're making less on the FC. All right, let's see if this fits.
Instant first move when interdicted though. It's safe to do and defensive, said
Yeah.
Dara Streaks.
You could, yeah, it'll take care of a chunk of people right away for sure. Just not the higher level NPCs or people. All right, let's see how this looks. Go for the next run.
I'm gonna hammer the CG to try to make funds for the new squadron carrier. They're defo gonna be more credits than the current ones, said Nails.
Yeah, that looks better, right? It's not interfering with what I'm looking at. And it is descriptive of this ship.
My Type 9 has a heatsink, point defense, and chaff. Blast them all while boosting away and I've never had much problem, said Dara Streaks.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Until next time, Commander.
Well, on this ship, my defense is 8 missile racks.
Temperature critical.
Man, the hang time on loading on the is bad, said Technofreak. No doubt. Yes, that ship is a beast, said John Linux.
Oh, whoops, going the wrong way. Yeah, it's a binary star with binary planets. That is crazy.
Hello everyone, 07 said Roland.
Hey, what's going on? That is a very respectable speed for a ship this big.
Well, swapped some stuff out on my T9 from mining to hauling. A comfortable 720 cargo with a scoop, shield, and a bit of small fuel tank. Make sure I don't need to adjust it when close stuff starts selling.
Ooh, somebody's shooting me.
Said Dara Street. 40-minute wait time to jump my carrier. This
oh wow, yeah, I didn't even check the carriers because I'm just doing it without one. 40 minutes now, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's pretty typical for this type of thing.
07 said the godless Norwegian.
Hey, what's going on, dude? Oh, crap. Did not mean to do that. That was a mistake. I forgot to buy anything. I just took off. Whoa, that's the station shooting at? Yeah, I think it's the station shooting that guy. Yeah, bad guy? I'm not trespassing. He is dangerous, he is clean though. How about this guy? Oh, that's the power guys. Okay, well, there we go. Let's get back in the station. So I can pick up my load of cargo.
Request approved. Customer arrival on landing badge 10.
3 hours ago, it was 53 mins for a jump time set.
Oh, so it actually got better. Ooh.
Under attack.
Got a little damage on me, just the shields though, not a problem.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
Grab a little titanium. A little bit of steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Yeah, it is really nice to finally be over 1,000 per run. And it just makes it so much simpler to count stuff. Rather than figuring out, okay, so if I did 6 runs at 789, then what do I got left to do?
Temperature critical.
Yas, oh I don't know if I told you Twitch is trying hard to force affiliate back on me after I left it 5 years ago, thinking it's time to change to a good place to stream, said Technocreate.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm doing all 4 at the same time. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. Although I don't really have the chat going on Kick or Rumble. But there's hardly ever anybody watching in there anyway. Nope, not gonna do it.
I like Rumble, but no one ever talks there at all, said Technofreak.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Rumble. There's quite a few people that are on there, but not on my channel. I was never really a fan of Kick. It's got way too much spam on there, but it does seem like more and more people are moving to Kick off of Twitch.
I can't play YouTube and play Elite at the same time. Internet provider kinda sucks. Why I watch here for live and YouTube for videos when I'm not at my computer, said Dara Streaks. Yeah, I got no one at mine, either Kick. At one point I was up to 50 viewers, said Technofreak. But then it died off back early on, said Technofreak.
I don't think I've had more than 3 or 4 on Kick ever. But I only just restarted doing Kick about a month ago. I stopped doing it a year ago. Or close to a year ago, I guess. Honestly, I think YouTube is, for me at least, most people that watch me are on YouTube. Twitch will peak at about 10, 11 people. YouTube, I could have, the other day I had 55.
Lol, I got it going when it did some crazy things on Kick, said Technofreak. Bejinxed. Thanks for following.
Yep. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that. I never remember to tell people to follow, but my 1-year anniversary is coming up, guys, next month, or in September anyway. And so I'm trying to get to over 4,000 subs by the time that happens. So if you're not a sub yet, please become one.
To centralize on a single location, said Dara Streaks.
People still watch Minecraft, really?
Tony Quarters.
Yeah, the big thing about YouTube is it's the only one that lets me do 4K video. And when I watch stuff, I like watching it in 4K, so I might as well stream in 4K. All the other platforms don't allow 4K. Or at least for the level of streamer that I am, they don't have 4K.
My 15-year-old is obsessed with Minecraft and Pokemon still. Can't figure out why.
Really? Both of those are like 15 years old. That's crazy.
Touchdown confirmed. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Have them look at a game called Brickiata on Steam. Looks wild.
This
said
one's 50.
Technofreak. I even still play Minecraft, said Soms Van Enner.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Yeah, keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, while it's still all within one jump range like this.
Pokemon, I found my old cards and price check. Sold some of them to buy everything Christmas the last 3 years running. Probably have 2 to 3 years more before the things of value are sold off said. Darn.
Wow, that's crazy.
You have cleared the no-fire zone. Until next time, Commander.
As long as it's within one jump, this is
Y'all
a
know
very
what?
quick, easy
I
way
was
to make money.
watching your premiere thinking it was your live said. DB. Stopped WoW after 13Y because it became the same grind every 2 years said. Psalms Van Enner.
Go to Watson this time.
So, do you think that we'll get the new 2 cargo available to buy in the shipyard since they're letting us put it on any ship now? Said. DB.
Nope. Don't think they're gonna do that. Oh, you were on the premiere? Yeah, I know. I thought about just holding that off till I was done streaming, but whatever. Get them both done at the same time. Yeah, I don't think they will. They may make these available in a store, but they also may not. It kind of depends. Because there's other things, other cargo racks, as some people here know, that I missed out on, have never been available in the store, and they're still not available, and they were part of CGs.
If it starts getting gankers, I'll have to bring my T10 up to play a bit and see how many I can nuke with packhounds and torps, said. Dara Streaks.
Yeah, we're just playing solo. I mean, the NPCs are going to be shooting at you as well, so you'll have stuff to shoot back.
Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please write this during arrival and departure. Landing permission denied.
You saw what I got on here, right? Eight missile racks.
I usually play solo, but sometimes it's fun to mess with people, said. Dara Streaks.
Come on. Dock it. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I thought I asked for a docking. Shit. There we go.
Access granted. Clear for landing on docking bay 3-2. Automated docking approved.
Wait till Microsoft takes over Frontier Wing, said. Psalms Van
Oh god, don't even say that.
I do not think they will not have the cargo rack and store that you get in the, said. John Lennox.
If Microsoft took over, we would have all the engineering materials available for ARCs.
Docking permission, said. Dara Streaks.
Yeah, that's where I was. But you can go to Watson in that same system though. If you don't want to go to Noriega. Oh, titanium just dropped in front of my eyes. It was at 700, dropped to 322.
Yep, said Psalms Van Inner.
And if anyone's not in Discord, if you haven't joined yet, there's the link. That invite should work. I just created it yesterday.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
Steel pays out. Well said.
Yep, titanium's a little better than steel.
So cargo like this.
CMM is the best, but it's harder to get.
Of the same goods we're bringing in. Does it count towards or just the mission since we don't sell it to the market? Said Dara Streaks.
It only counts for what you sell to the market.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wow, there's a long lag on YouTube right now. So I'm watching the YouTube channel on in the browser, and it's me docking. Whereas when I'm talking right now, I've already left the station and I'm going to warp to the next station.
For cargo missions yet said Dara Streaks.
Temperature critical.
That's what I see, said Psalms Van Inner.
Sorgon Peterson, Alpha Tango Lima. We look forward to receiving your visitation, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Steel is also 694 merits for me, said Psalms Van Inner.
Oh, you're in Liang Ruin?
2 jumps for T9 from 183, said Dara Streaks.
Request approved. Set down on landing pad Trey Niner. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Got the Panther, the 33 live with 1,200 ton loaded. Still got enough in the distro to boost properly too. Said. CMD Arnemesis. Yep, so double grind wink said. Soms Van Enner. I'll offload my fueling things and grab more cargo racks at the station so when it starts getting further to supply up I can switch back said. Dara Streaks.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the
All right. I think I might have 1 or 2 runs left in me here before I take a break and get some
Well
food,
done on
guys.
getting it at 33 Li. I currently have mine at 30 Li. Still need to engineer some extra stuff to lightweight everything said. DB.
Yeah, I'd rather have the longer range than 16 fewer cargo. Alright, where are we going?
Using Quora power plant distributor said. CMD Arnemesis.
speed restrictions announced. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Oh, what am I doing? I thought I was already charging.
Wonder if it would be quicker trips with fast charge over long range on the with the since it's the same number of jumps either way said. Dara Streets. CMM is defo the way. I delivered about 900-ish and got 50 million. It's crazy said. DB. If you do go shieldless with Quora you will need the overcharge blueprint pinned or you won't be going anywhere lol said. CMD Arnemesis.
Yeah, CMM is the best per item, but it's not as good per time. So your fastest per hour is actually titanium. CMM, this is all stuff I say in the video that just got released too. CMM is probably the best if you're doing a full carrier run, where you're going to park the carrier over some site a long way from here, where you're not going to have any competition for the CMM. You can have all of it. And you're parked right over the planet, so all you're doing is flying back and forth from the CMM site to your carrier until you've got all the CMM. And then you fly your carrier here, and then you unload it from the carrier to the station. One jump out. But right now, just flying steel and titanium with no carrier is way faster. I've been shot way too many times to go shieldless.
I'm only doing a few runs to get some extra cash, but yeah, totally agree it'd be great to do in a carrier. I sadly don't have one yet, said.
Yeah.
DB.
So if you don't have a carrier, you're better off just doing steel and titanium. Takes 9 minutes to do that run. It takes 13 minutes to land on a planet to do CMM.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
What is wrong with this dude's eyes? Look at that. One eye's brown, one's like metallic looking.
Ship detach complete. You are clear to leave.
All right, last chance for anyone that hasn't. Click on the link. Give me a thumbs up on the video, which is just about done playing
I need
on the
to
Premiere.
do some Exobio to get the extra bit of cash. I was at 2.5B but spent 1B outfitting 3 ships, said. DB. If 160 light becomes necessary for delivering to the CG, then my architect system would make a good stop. IMIT-3 port has metal quantities in the millions, said. CMD Nemesis.
Yeah, stuff like that is going to be good for loading up a carrier. Load up a carrier like that in your own system, then jump it close to the CG to unload.
D.B current CG would be better income than EXO at the moment when it comes to profit per time spent, said CMD Nemesis.
Yeah, you can make 100 million in less than 20 minutes. There we go. Okay, I think this one will be my last run, guys. It's been a little over 3 hours. My video premiere is done. And we're gonna have a long time to do this.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's why I wanna do some rounds on the CG and see what I get from it, said DB. Plus the lil bonus from actually completing the CG, said DB. I stuck to my goal of boosting out of the male slot in the Panther and also did it shieldless with 0 damage. Got it first time, lol, said.
Dude, I bounce off the
Nemesis.
thing every time I go out. Every time I hit the wrong damn button.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Until next time, Commander.
Is it worth me seeing if there are any carriers in the system needing offloading? Said DB.
There's definitely carriers here, but
Or should I just find titanium elsewhere, said
I think right now, if you can bring stuff from one jump out, so not more than one jump away, in whatever ship you got, that's gonna make you the most money. So like I'm flying to this system right here. I'll show you in a sec here. There we go. All right. So I'm right here in LHS 142. And there's 2 stations here that
I'm in
sell
the
steel
PC
and
set.
titanium,
DB.
and I got plenty of it.
Also, does the previous CG eventually get cleared out of the panel on its own?
Yep.
DB.
It will. I'll say it one more time for anyone that missed. This current CG will run for 4 weeks. You have plenty of time to be involved in it. Also means that none of us are going to get the extra racks for another month.
Dispatching ground crew.
Grab whatever left of titanium and the rest is steel. So this is not, as you can see for the last couple hours, not a hard thing to do. It does get very repetitive and a little boring, enough that I have to turn the music on so I don't nod off, fall asleep.
Detach confirmed. You are clear to leave.
Oh damn, I just saw that it was 4 weeks. That's crazy. I'll defo be making some good cash then said.
Yeah,
DB.
that's the way to look at it, is you're gonna make plenty of good cash. Looks like nobody else is streaming Elite right now. That's kind of surprising.
Flight regulations warning. Vacate this area at once, Commander.
Yeah. We're leaving.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear of the station. Flight control signing off.
Ready to engage.
There are 441 people in Minerva right now.
Taking heat damage.
So I got to do this on 4 other accounts yet. So it actually probably is a good thing that it's going to be 4 weeks.
How easy is it to play multiple account on 1%/system? Said Sans Van Enner.
We've prepared a landing pad for your
Oh, you play them one at a time.
forestation.
If I want to do multiple account, I got 2 other gaming laptops I can run. It is technically possible to play 2 accounts from one machine, but it's a pain in the butt. Much easier to just play them on a separate machine.
But same number of jumps each way in my T9. Enough titanium to completely fill the carbon.
Oh, there you
hold,
go.
So it's not a split load and better profits.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can do pure titanium, that's going to be better money. But I think what I've done now is probably going to be enough to keep me in the top 75% until the end of the thing in the month. I'm certainly not going to be in the top 25 like I am now, but I will be. I think I will be in the top 75. And if not, I can always do a little bit more. But I think this is probably a very good safe amount. Let me just drop off the last load. I'll show you where I'm at.
Someone sent me that there's a new ship. Said Incognito Man Games.
There is a new ship. Yeah, it just came out on Tuesday. You should watch my video or anybody else's video on it.
How is it? Said
Really good, man. That's what I'm in right now. It's a good hauling ship. Got the biggest capacity of anything. Let me just drop off this stuff. So I'm running at about 1150 cargo on it. I'll show you the what it looks like, but this one's the Pink Panther, so it's color appropriate. Don't be a hater. But yeah, there it is. It's a big cat.
She Thick said Incognito Man Games. I'm curious
Very
if it
thick.
can get anywhere as a floating fuel barge. Other ships can't without a carrier. Might be able to find places not yet
Takes up pretty much the
discovered
full
easily
width,
that way
but
said.
you can see it
Darn
doesn't
treat.
take up the full length of the pad. So the Beluga is actually still bigger than this thing. This thing's just very thick. And you can see the front legs are actually wider apart than the back legs. Or engines, I guess. I don't know, they're like cat legs.
The skin for the last CG was sick. Gold rims and all said. DB.
So I like it. It's a good ship. I think I would certainly recommend people buy it if they're interested in spending some real money. They will enjoy it
Still
immensely.
makes me think of a bullfrog more than a cat at most angles. said.
Yeah, some
Darn
people see it as more of a frog. I know that Top Hat was saying the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, I could see a frog in it too. That's true. I just had a I had a pet cat that was really fat.
With your own alt, yet there is nothing about it in the US said. Compokui. Like a Citroen car said. Sans Van Enner.
Yeah, I think they've said that you're not supposed to do that, but I haven't read the US, so I have no idea. All right, so let's see where I'm at. So I sold all the stuff. My current total is 11,500. So that should keep me in the top 75%, I think, throughout the whole thing. I don't think that'll get pushed out of 75%. Right now I'm in the top 25, but that's not going to last. Been a total of 20 million units
when I
collected.
Painted pink, Kyle call it Miss Piggy said. Psalms Van Inner.
Yeah, that's another one that you could do for sure. Yeah, it does look like a little small pot-bellied pig or something.
Well, T9 makes 31.2 M per trip. I'll enjoy this, Grimes said. Dara Streets.
Mm-hmm. And that's with titanium? Or what? Alright, I'm gonna get food, guys.
Titanium load.
Catch
Wonder
you
if I
later.
can find anything for a reverse trip to do more profit, said. Dara Streets.
Dude, it's one jump. It did.
I'm glad I did
Reverse
the
trip.
imp grind when I did, Lol said. Incognitoman Games.
Yeah, that's Imperial Grind's definitely a lot harder now. But also, it's a lot less necessary now. Because you could buy a ship that doesn't require the grind. You still have to do the Corvette grind if you want that ship, though. Alright, guys, I will catch y'all later.
I drove trucks for 5 years. My brain says move cargo everywhere you go, said. Dara Streaks.